Okay, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for coming along today, and to our online audience as well. Forgive me, I have a few sort of housekeeping announcements which pertain only to the people online at the moment, so this will just take a moment. If you're looking at us online, in the left-hand menu, in the reception area, you can view the event schedule from which you can personalize your agenda. The stage section will host all of the content. Don't forget also to check out the networking area where you can speed connect with other attendees for 3 minutes. If you'd like to continue those conversations, head over to the People tab on the right-hand side of the screen above the chat box. Replays will be available after the event has concluded until the 26th of March. They will also be available to view on the event website, which is linked in the reception area. You can post questions in the chat for the speakers in the chat box to the right of your screen. And if you have any technical issues at any point during the event, please contact LEVA-EU event support via the chat or private message via the People tab. Further instructions on how to use the platform and all of the event functions mentioned can be found in the event guide linked in the reception area and the email you received with your access link. So thank you for your patience there. Welcome to the LEVA-EU event at which we will be launching the DLR report on LEV emissions in Europe. DLR here, I will just briefly tell you the names of the DLR participants after Annick, Roetynck, who's the manager of LEV-EU, introduces with some remarks.
Thank you, Brendan. Ladies and gentlemen, it's obviously an honor and a pleasure to welcome you at Future is Electric and Light, and we hope that this event will prove to be a milestone in the history of the light electric vehicle world. For those among you who are not familiar with the term light electric vehicles, it covers all vehicles included in Regulation 168/2013. Sorry for being technical, but you will hear the name of this regulation mentioned a few times today. This regulation sets out all approval rules for so-called L category, and it also covers all vehicles excluded from the regulation, among which electric bicycles up to 25 kilometers an hour and 250 watts, but also e-scooters, electric self-balancing vehicles, and so on. Since its establishment in 2017, LEVA-EU, the association I'm the manager of, has been working relentlessly for the benefit of these vehicles. And the reason for our efforts is that we have a deep belief in the potential contribution these vehicles can make to sustainable transport and to tackling climate change. We have quite a unique position as the only trade association in Europe to work exclusively for light electric vehicles. As an association, we inform and assist our members in understanding and applying all these rules and regulations which are relevant for LEVs. And by doing this, we have acquired in-depth knowledge of the rules, and we therefore know that there is a lot of room for improvement. And so we also work directly with the European Commission, European Parliament and Council, as well as in standardization to bring about better rules and regulations. It is exactly that advocacy work which has inspired us to commission specific research on light electric vehicles from DLR. Let me show you 3 main policy frameworks that are relevant for LEVs. I'm sure that you can't read the text there, but it concerns the Green Deal, the Fit for 55 package, and the new urban mobility framework. What my colleague Toi has done is she has gone through these 3 frameworks, and she has looked at what elements of these frameworks are relevant for LEVs, and she has indicated the relevant elements in green. So as you can see, it is quite a lot. we still have a massive task ahead because in reality, in virtually none of these policy initiatives, LEVs are considered, let alone included. We believe that decision makers largely overlook LEVs just because they are not aware of what LEVs are and what they are capable of achieving. Just for your information, as you can see in this table, in 2020, sales of battery electric vehicles in the European Union reached 500,000. LEV sales, 30 times as many, an estimated 15 million. And yet, the focus of policies to reduce emissions from road transport for the benefit of sustainable mobility and for tackling climate change focus unilaterally on electrifying cars and on building gigafactories in Europe to supply those cars with batteries. A vehicle concept whereby a major portion of the propulsion energy is used to move the vehicle itself, while only a fraction is used to move the occupants. In other words, a lot of waste. I'm showing you this, but actually I have included them in my presentation for you to read it at ease when you're back home. You will also find in our information package our full position paper on how we think technical legislation for light electric vehicles should change. But so because of the fact that there's this unilateral focus on electric cars, that's exactly the reason why we turned to DLR with the very first question: what is the potential of LEVs for climate protection through substitution of car trips? I will, of course, not steal DLR's thunder. They will shortly present the results of their investigation. I can tell you, however, that we find the results encouraging, very encouraging. So much so that we believe that with this DLR report, Europe no longer has any excuse for ignoring light electric vehicles. As for LEVA-EU, the DLR report is the only first step in a long-term initiative to encourage research into light electric vehicles and to step up our advocacy for the benefit of LEVs. I will tell you a little bit more about all that at the end of the session, but for now I'm very happy and pleased to hand the floor to DLR, who are going to present the results of their research. Thank you very much.